So, if you guys have been online for a little sec or for a little bit, you probably know by now that internet marketing is a bitch. Unless you know this, and I'll tell you what this is in a second. But can be downright just a bitch. It can be frustrating. It can be overwhelming. All the information, all the hours you have to put in, and it's just crazy how much information we have to assimilate and learn in any given day, and all the technology that's changing. So I can understand if you guys are a little frustrated about just everything about it. There's times when I'm just like ready to throw in the towel. I mean, it's just crazy. But with that said, it really does help if you have some sales experience, because when you're looking at all this information, it's really, you have to organize it in a palpable stage that you can actually implement the materials, right? It's not, you don't just look at information, blind look at it and say, okay, well that's great. Let me try to implement everything. You have to implement everything dependent on where it fits in a process, because there is a process involved. There are systems. And so I think the biggest one to understand is the idea, well, I'll give you two, really. The biggest one to understand is marketing funnels, and the second one is sales funnels. And they're two different things. Okay, now let's kind of break this down really quick for you guys. So when we're out there getting all this information about web development, you really should be looking at it in terms of, okay, is this going to help my marketing funnel, or is this going to help my sales funnel? And that is how you organize. You organize all this information around that, okay? And then how you're going to implement, right? So real briefly, a marketing funnel is basically how someone finds out about your particular product or service, right? From there, how they get that awareness about your product and service. There's an entry point. Then from there, there's usually an area where they have to sign up to get more information, okay? And then from there, there's usually a first offer, and then an upsell. And the first offer is usually a pretty small first step, maybe a $10 item, $20 item, somewhere like that along lines. And then you just kind of keep going from there. Then there's upsells up to, it can be thousands of dollars. And you plan it out throughout this marketing funnel. It's just like if you're in sales and you meet someone for the first time and they say they're interested, you can do two things. You can say, oh, that's great, and then walk away and not bother to get their contact information, so that leads forever gone. Or the first thing you can say is, hey, look, let me get your contact information, I can get back to you, right? So it's the same exact idea, right? So it helps to understand sales and really marketing in just the real terms of that, because really you're doing everything you would do offline, except now it's online. That's really the difference. So a marketing funnel is really just that process of understanding how somebody comes into your business, right? The different media that you use, different advertising vehicles you use to pull them in, get them signed up, and then how you follow up with them, okay? How you then upsell them, how you might even cross-sell them, and all these different things, right? But you have to really understand that there's that framework there, that you're leading them to utilize all your services, all the value you provide. And there's an actual specific plan that you have ahead of time, right? That's the whole point there. There's a thought process. The sales process is kind of an extension of the marketing funnel, except the marketing funnel is really what happens for that individual to get into your system and start to develop that relationship with you. The sales process is the exact process. How do you take orders, right? What kind of merchant accounts are you using? How easy is it for someone to respond? Okay, how's your copy? How well can you influence? So understanding the sales process, I mean, they're very intimate and intricately laid together, but it's the same idea. Okay, and then in the online world, those two things are really actually blurred together. The sales process and the marketing process. The sales funnel and the marketing funnel, which are both processes, are really pretty blurred together. But if you have that experience of being in sales, that should make it so much easier for you to understand what's happening with the marketing funnel and how to take all this information you're going to be learning to make it happen. So really, that's really what I really wanted to kind of bring out today, is that if you guys are really still unsure about what a marketing funnel is, what a sales funnel looks like, and how those things are really, really intimate and how they kind of work together, what I would tell you is that you really have to watch this free video that I got going on, and it's www.businesslegend.co. It's probably the best training I've ever seen on online, making money online. The best training I've ever seen. And if you guys like my rants, I actually have, I'm always writing and, talking about my experiences, what I'm learning, and even that right there can be priceless for some of you guys, that might be struggling. And I would say, check it out. Eric Dahl's, so go to Empower Network, www.empowernetwork.com/Eric Dahl. Thanks for tuning in.